Okay, Asia session done. Initially, I was recording this one live, but I went to pause the video and instead I pressed stop. So I ended up losing the entire session, but it's okay. I'll just continue on. So these are the Asia pairs that I'm scanning. The ones in white have been triggered. So this one, this is a week cycle and it's triggered the previous day high. This is a day one, triggered the previous H8 high. And so I know every single pair which has been triggered that has a setup for me. The ones in blue mean I have two time frame alignment. And so these are the ones that I really would rather focus on. Initially I was looking at Aussie NZD. There was a nice move here, faked out that high of the range, and then got below the week breakout low. And I was looking for a breakout trade, breaking out of this range. There's a bullish fake out bar followed by a bearish one. That's a definition of a range for me. I extend the highest highs and the lowest lows. Was waiting for a price to get below that. So this M15 closed below and took out all this ranging price action. But there was news at 8:30, so I could not get into this move, and so skipped that one. So did not get into Aussie NZD, but this was the one that I liked. And then the other one I liked was on NZD USD. NZD USD higher time frames all bearish. We just faked out that previous month low, but I can reverse that move because we faked out the previous week high. So I can reverse a monthly move if I fake out a weekly move. So what I liked about this is we got faked that out last week. We're below that fake out level, and then we're also below the week breakout level. So I wanted to take a continuation of this move down, but something I did not like was the last H8 close inside. So whenever there's an H8 bar that closes inside, I extend the previous peaks. And then there's also another H8 over here that closed inside as well. And so there's a bunch of ranges here that I don't like to trade inside of. But I'm still okay taking this one as long as price gets below this H1 breakout level. But I also identified the next one here, which was nearby. And price just got stuck there. So it never triggered me in. Was also waiting for a fake out of this H1 high, but it did not do that. It ended up closing, faking out the low. So this is not a good sign. So at this point, was not interested until the H1 got faked out right here. So after this fake out of the H1, price came down, and I was waiting for a closure below these levels, and this M15 bar closed below. This is the first M15 bar that closed below all these levels that I've identified, but there was no continuation move, so I could not take this, could not take that continuation. Initially, I was waiting for this move, high of the day, but uh, when it did not close below this H1, was not interested. And then the next move I was waiting for was this one. Stop loss closer. I did not think that putting the stop loss high is not it's too large for me, too wide. And so with these H8 breakout continuation setups, it tells me that the H8 is not locked in, the peak. So I'll be trading it down to this level, but the real target for me is on the weekly. Weekly is an outside bar, faked out high, faked out low, closed inside. When you're in a range, price tends to want to get to that to those range edges. So I'll be looking to trade this one. Looks like it's about to move, but let's see. So in the end, I took CADJ, but let me just focus in on this one first. This might give me a setup. Let me just double check again. 17 minutes until 1 hour close. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything until the hour closes. It's too close. Reason why I wait for these hour closures is because you can see all these hour closes. You will see these the hours. Almost every single bar has a top wick and a bottom wick. That tells me that most of the time price will pull back or have some sort of pullback at that opening price. So whenever there's an hour close, there's a high probability that it's going to pull back. And so I'd rather get in on that pullback rather than right at the end. Okay, so nothing there yet. Going to wait. So as I said, the only one I took was on CADJ. I identified this one yesterday. Was waiting to trade this one yesterday. Faked out that high and was looking to take it down, but it got above that breakout level. And so in here, I wasn't interested. But right now, it's faked out that previous day high. It's a fake out day. And then today, again, faked out that previous day high. So there's mixed bias over here, right? A daily breakout level and the H8 breakout level are bullish. So this is a counter trend trade. But I'm okay because of the higher time frame structure. Peak bias are bearish. So what this tells me is that current price action is bearish, and so I do want to take this down. I think I identified this one. Was it Friday? I take this on Friday. I think I took this one on Friday. I'm looking for a continuation of this move down. So a lot of times these higher time frame setups take multiple times until they actually move. But this is the move that I'm looking for. So I'll probably got to be careful about these breakout levels. So I'll see how price reacts at these breakout levels. You never know if they want to continue on down. When you're trading into a breakout level, these are always fake out retracements. Right there, a daily fake out retracement. We flip that breakout level, breakout low, and we're going up. I don't like to trade against that, but we faked out that high. So this is previous day high. So this is a fake out retracement. And the breakout low, faking out the previous high. That's a fake out retracement. I've said many times that this is the cycle that I take most losses in, is because a lot of times I'm looking to trade down to that low, but it often will get stuck at that breakout level. So we'll see what it does. But even though I take most losses on it, it still makes sense to take something like this, because if it gets through, I'm looking at a huge amount, 5R, 6R, and possibly even more. So I'm fine taking a 1R loss on this one in order to take a possible 6R trade. So I'm in on this one right after this momentum bar, and it got right below the daily open, stop loss high of the day. And let's see if this wants to continue. So I'm in at 1%. If it gets all the way, that's a 5% move. Yeah. So let me see. I might change my target to weekly targets here. Faking out the high. This is a fake out continuation, right? Breaking out, false breakout, fake out continuation. Um, yeah, well, okay. I'm just going to keep it at the previous day low for now, and then let's see if this wants to go. So NZD USD, I thought I had an alert there. Did it trigger? Maybe it did, and I just turned it off. Okay, I think I deleted all those alerts. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna take this one. Okay, so I'm just in on CADJ and NU. I kind of missed that entry. Could have sworn that I put an alert there. This is probably why I don't like to um, trade live, because I'll mess up my. Oh no, I was waiting for that 1 hour close. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this. Definitely will click on pause. Make sure that I pause it. They really shouldn't be next to each other. Wait for 10 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, started a new hour, and you can see why I don't like to take trades right before that hour. Ended up faking out, coming back up. Silver as well, faked out. So I'd expect a bit of a pullback before it continues down. But I don't think I will be looking to take any trades on these anymore. I'm happy with the CADJ, and I think I'm just going to be done with my session. So CADJ took that one, faking out the high over here. It's a day fake out retracement back to that breakout level. But the move I'm looking for is a move right down to at least this H8 breakout level, or more optimistically, I'm looking for a move all the way down. But let's see what it does. Full disclosure, I'm creating a robot to trade my trades, and it's always great when I see my robot taking the exact same trade. So on CADJ, my strategy, I'm a mechanical trader, so everything is fully mechanical, truly mechanical. There's no discretion at all in my trading, and I could see if I follow my rules on CADJ, starting from the beginning of the year, January, beginning of this year, I'd be up 27% on CADJ with a 6% drawdown. Those are incredible numbers in my opinion, and so still tweaking this. I really want this to be much higher, but this is like set and forget. I don't need to touch it at all. So the goal for my trading is to have it all automated, basically. So I've automated my scanner, I've automated the entries. Automated the levels, automated the scanner, and now I'm planning to automate the entries as well. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that and just show you that following these rules that I have um, can get you some really nice profit. And this is kind of the goal in trading, to be completely mechanical and not have to think about it. So uh, that's how it is. Let's see how gold is performing. Gold would be up 15%, 10% drawdown, not the best. So I'm obviously I still have to tweak a few things, but yeah, still coding it, still not exactly where I want it to be, but it's getting there. Okay, I think that's it for the Asia session. Just gonna, or maybe I'll just pause it, and then once I exit, I'll unpause again. Okay, CADJ is at this day breakout level. Here's the moment of truth. Let's see if it wants to continue on down or if it's going to reverse back up. If it reverses, I think I'll just keep it up there. I think I'm in a really great position over here. Stop loss at the high of the day. Just faked out this previous week high. There's no fake out of a low, so there's no reason for me to expect a reversal back up to the highs. Even with the breakout levels mostly bullish, uh, most recent price action are both bearish, faked out month and faked out the week, and has not triggered a week low for me to think that it'll come up on the weekly. Has not triggered a day low for me to expect a push back up on the weekly either. So just going to hold this. Next level I'm going to see is how it behaves at the H8 breakout level. Um, Maybe up here, push it up a bit, and that's it. So let's see if this wants to continue on. And that's it. That's it for my Asia session. Not going to take these other ones. UJ, yeah, I'm happy with that yen trade. That's it. Okay, CADJ seems to have gotten past that breakout level. That's good. Got to get through this H8 range. I'm going to set some alerts here. So basically, I want to know whenever the M15 reverses that breakout level. Oops. Whenever the M15 reverses that breakout level, I want to know. And so I'll come back and assess whether I want to continue that trade or not. And so that's it. Silver, no entries. Again, this is exactly why it's good to wait for that uh, 1 hour bar. If you entered before that 1 hour bar, often you'll find yourself in drawdown in the new hour, and you can actually um, drop down to a lower time frame and pick off a nicer entry when it pulls back. And same with NZD USD. This one's a bit uglier inside day as well as inside week, inside H8. These inside days, I'd much rather the edges get triggered first. So definitely not going to take this anymore. I think I'd rather just wait for it to trigger the highs, the range. And that's it. So CADJ, hopefully this wants to continue on. Nothing else that I liked. Spoke about this in my first video that got deleted when I accidentally pressed that button. Was bullish initially. but did not want to trade into that previous day high. Did not see this move coming at all. So stayed out of this, did not see this. In New York yesterday, I did not post, I did not take any trades, so I didn't post a video. But essentially, I was bullish on New York indices, but did not like how that last H8 closed. And so when it dropped down, I had no trade. Don't want to take reversal on such a strong move up. So um, was only looking to buy, but today's a new day. I'll analyze the pairs in New York. Wanted to take US 30 up because we're above here and I could take a breakout, but it happened too fast, so I did not catch this move. And SPX was the only one that I was thinking about taking. Um, Dropped down, faked out the H8 low, and I was waiting for it to come up, close above, and then I could look for an entry above this level, but never did that. And then came down, and once it came down, was not interested to take any reversals. So no trades in New York session last night. And so gonna pause again and just I'm done with the Asia session. I'm just gonna wait and show you the exit. Okay, CADJPY is still running. Broke out below the H8 low. Above that H8 breakout level, turns the H8 into a counter trend breakout, and so I would expect price to come down to this H8 breakout level, and this is where I'll be looking to take my first partials. So still running, still monitoring it, and that's it for the update. Just to show the counter trend breakout. Here is the H8 breakout level. Faked out the H8 high, and then breaking out below the H8 low. Counter trend breakout on the H8. Breaking out, faking out the high, breaking out below the low. Counter trend breakouts almost always go to that breakout level. And so this is what's happening right now. You can see it straight on the H8 itself. You have the H8 breakout level. Let's turn this off. Right here. Faked out the highs a few times. But once it gets below the low, this changes that trend and it's moving right down to that breakout level. If I caught the swing point, it has to come to this breakout level. There's no other. It just has to get through this breakout level if it wants to continue on down. That's why counter trend breakouts are pretty strong. If you catch the swing point, there's no way that price is not going to continue through this point. Yeah. Okay, gonna pull some profit now. It's not at my level yet, but it's about 2.5. Gonna take out 2%, another 2% today. Taking out some profit early because the H4 bar is about to close, and at the end of every H4 bar, I always expect a bit of a pullback. So I might as well just take some profit now, and then let's see if it wants to continue or not. So good trade on CADJPY. Took it because it faked out that previous day high, and we're coming down from a fake out of the week, looking for a move further down. Silver ended up doing exactly what I wanted it to do, but I did not get into this. But I did check my robot, and the robot did take that as an entry. So I'm not trading this live yet, but it's nice to see that it's taking the trades that I normally take. And so I'll update the progress on that. And okay, so that's it. Now moving on to London.